Good morning. It's Friday, March 22nd, 2024. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are here to practice Qigong. Not particularly Wudang Qigong this morning, although that's what I've got in the title. As you can see, I'm not in the picture. I'm sitting next to the camera, not facing the camera. And what you see is a view out of one of my windows into my backyard. There are trees and birds, and it's raining this morning, and it's quiet. And that's part of the lesson this morning. I've talked a lot about turning down the noise and being quiet and listening and paying attention to our surroundings and what we have in our environment. Right now, I am extremely fortunate that I had the opportunity to grow the forest that I have in the back here. I may talk about that at length another time. The important thing is that there is that forest, and the air is very, I'm going to say rich, oxygen rich, and more clean than it might be otherwise, because the trees do that. They're really It really is a beneficial thing. So as I'm practicing my breathing exercises, right? That idea that I have an environment in which I can breathe. I have been in an environment where the pollution was so bad I could not breathe. Okay? It really does get like that in places, and it's horrible. So what I could do was grow some trees. I did. As we practice Qigong, as we practice breathing exercises, paying attention to what we smell, what we hear, whether or not it's something we should pay attention to, or whether it's something we need to let pass by. This morning, it's raining a little bit, and when I stop speaking, you'll be able to hear just that little gentle patter of rain. You'll also probably hear a noise, a mechanical machine noise kind of thing that comes and goes in the background. It's the pickup day for yard debris, so there's a truck that's coming through the neighborhood, and that coming and going is part of today's lesson as well. When we find a distraction, when there's something that takes our mind away from that quiet, all I'm paying attention to is the view out the window and this gentle falling of rain. That's all I'm paying attention to. If there's some distraction that appears, recognize it, let it go, and come back to the rain. Clear the mind, relax the breath. I'm sitting, you can stand if you choose. Sit straight so that your back is pulled up straight, that your legs are in a relaxed position, whatever that means for you. Okay, my legs are crossed with my right leg in front. And make sure that your centers are well aligned, that your body is in a comfortable position. So if you need to adjust how you're sitting, if you need to use your arms a little bit, maybe lean forward just a little bit, lean back just a little bit, whichever puts you in the most comfortable straight position, because we want to pay attention to the small heavenly circle and the tiny heavenly circle. From the lower Dantian, through the Huiyin, up the back, the Mingmen, the Jiaji, the Yujin, to the Baihui, down the front, through the Shangguang, the upper Dantian, middle Dantian, and back to the lower Dantian. Pay attention that the tongue touches the tip of the palate, just behind the teeth. Close the Renjong. Relax. Focus the mind. Pay attention to the breath. Breathe in. Raise the back. Breathe out. Sink the front. Stay straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Relax the mind. As you hear the truck, consider that there are people working. In the rain. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice the bird that, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bird that just lighted on the fence in the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. The rain's more persistent now. Breathe. Relax. Focus the mind. Let the distractions pass through. Don't keep them. Let them go. Keep the rain and quiet. Breathe. If there's tension, let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Listen to the rain. Quiet, persistent, gentle. And when you feel like you want to move, relax more. It's harder to be still than it seems. Breathe. Let go of the distractions. Open the upper dantian. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay quiet. Don't let the noise intrude. Your own noise. But I have to get up, I have to do something. No, you don't. Sit still. Be quiet. Breathe. Focus on the breath. Pay attention to the rain. Open through the back of the neck, the Ujin, the jade pillow. Breathe, breathe in. Breathe out. Relax as you breathe in. Open as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Let go of the concentration. Return to that noisy state that you started with. Breathe in 1 more time. And breathe out. This type of practice where we focus on something in nature and pay attention to that combination of what we're doing with that natural environment is something that has been fundamental to my practice ever since I started. That connection with the natural world is something that the Taoists cultivated, the Buddhists cultivate. Pretty much everyone who has a sense of continuity and how we are connected with the environment in which we live and with the natural world as organisms, human creatures, who also live in this natural world. That connection, being able to develop the quiet that we find in this quiet meditation and relaxed observance of the natural world gives us a better sense of what that internal quiet that I talk about in all of the practices, whether it's Xingyi, San Ti Bu, posting practice, whether it's Tai Chi, cloud hands, or working with the form, whether it's our Qigong practice, sword, all of these connections begin with stillness and quiet. I thank you for being here today. I thank you for listening to and watching the rainfall, listening to me and watching the rainfall, and I appreciate that this is a little bit different than the physical exercises that we've been doing. It's also part of what we need to pay attention to while we're doing those physical exercises. I'll be back next week. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who's been following me. Bye.